This is kind of for slightly later content. However, some people already in the Alliance might be getting to the point where they are gearing up towards Dark Dimension 1, and just kind of going over two different routes that you can kind of go with some Dark Dimension 1 teams. The requirements for Dark Dimension 1 fairly straightforward. You need 5 6-star characters. It doesn't matter who those 6-star characters are, you just need 5 of them. So there's kind of, I would say right now in game, there's probably two primary teams that most people tend to take into Dark Dimension 1. I'm going to go over the first team, which is definitely the more free to play, friendly route. And also a little bit less dependent on just the calendar schedule. So the first team up front is going to be an AIM team. Um, they're all going to be fairly unlockable pretty early on in the game. The only exception to that is going to be Graviton, um, and he doesn't necessarily need to be there to take the team into Dark Dimension 1. It's kind of pretty much a 4-man team, and then depending on your roster, you can just take in any other character as your fifth. And if you do happen to have Graviton, he would just make a stronger fifth character. So first up, AIM Security is going to be located in Villains 3 or 5-3. So you want to just build up your Villains team just to basically be able to 3-star that node. Once you have that node 3-starred, it makes farming it super easy. Next up, AIM Assaulter. Again, very early on, he's going to be located in Heroes 5-3. Kind of the same concept. You build up your Heroes team until you're able to 3-star that node, and then you start farming that character. Um, Next on the list is going to be Scientist Supreme. She's going to take the longest to farm of the bunch, just because it does take 100 shards to unlock her character, but she is going to unlock at a higher star level, so that certainly helps you out in that sense. She's going to be unlocked in Cosmic 2-9, so you would just build up your Cosmic roster until you have the ability to 3-star that node, and then you start farming her. Um, at that point, you will probably already be farming the AIM Researcher, and they're going to be farmed in the Arena Store for 400 Arena credits. And again, same thing. So we would want to take all of these characters to 6 stars. While we are starring them up, you're also going to be working on their gear. Like I said, depending on your roster, you would then just take in any other fifth member that you have at 6 stars, and that will get you to Dark Dimension 1. Dark Dimension 1, it's kind of the old endgame content. And the idea is you will clear these nodes with your characters. Once all those nodes are cleared, you get a bunch of rewards, and then you go through a second time and you do a timed version, and you also get a bunch of rewards in that mode as well. Once you have completed Dark Dimension 1, even the first time, you're going to want to hold on to those resources, and you're going to use those resources to actually catapult whatever team you're going to take into Dark Dimension 2 to gear tier 13. And same thing when you complete the second version of Dark Dimension 1, you would again save those resources and you should be able to finish building that team for Dark Dimension 2 and then start that game mode. The second option to go into Dark Dimension 1 that is pretty popular is going to be the Guardian team. Now, this is also going to be a little bit more on the whale side of things, just because, there is that Guardian offer in the store that does get you a lot of these characters unlocked initially. However, this team doesn't really come together until you do unlock Star-Lord. Star-Lord will unlock at 5 stars. The only problem with that is that you do have to wait for his legendary event to come back to the game. Um, However, the legendaries are on a calendar, which I believe we do have available on our Discord page, and it pretty much runs in order. So, you can look and kind of get a good idea of when Star-Lord might be coming back. If you have already bought that offer, I believe it unlocks them to either 2 or 3 stars. You are still going to obviously need to get them to 6 stars. So Groot is farmable in campaign. He's at Nexus 2-9, which is a very early campaign node to get to, and shouldn't be too challenging. Drax is going to be farmable in your arena store, so you can start farming him right away. And again, also, if you were looking to whale out, as you see, there are several options to purchase Drax. This first offer isn't a bad one, as it gets you a combo Mantis and Drax shards. And this individual one, I mean, it's not terrible. Again, if you've got a larger income, this might be an option. But $14.99 for kind of a character that will become more or less useless outside of Dark Dimension 1 isn't necessarily the best buy, so I wouldn't be investing more than $10 into the character. But like I said, he is available in the Arena store. He's going to cost 500 credits. The next character is going to be Rocket Raccoon. Currently, he is only farmable in the raid store. You do have a 1 in 4 chance that he is going to be one of the raid store characters. If you want, you can purchase his character. It'll be 1,400 shards. I don't think this is the most efficient use of your raid credits, but if that is the avenue you want to go, that's certainly your prerogative. The next two characters are going to be farmable in the Blitz store, and that is going to be Mantis and Gamora. Again, I personally think it is a better option to just farm all of these characters that are in the Blitz store at once using the Orbs tab. Again, if you are looking to just go very specific, you can farm Mantis and Gamora specifically 500 credits each. Again, you'd want to get those characters to 6 stars, and you'll also see there are several Mantis offers as well. Again, kind of a similar thing. I wouldn't buy anything past this 499 option, as again, she's not really useful outside of Dark Dimension 1. Just touching back on Rocket Raccoon, I'm just going to see. So he currently does not have any buy offers. Next on the list is going to be Gamora. Again, very similar. She is available. You can buy character shards of her. Again, I wouldn't recommend that. She's pretty useless outside of Dark Dimension 1, and she's actually even really not that good on the Guardians of the Galaxy team. Most people will run this team without Gamora and replace Gamora with Star-Lord. All 5 of these characters will need to be at 6 stars to unlock Star-Lord to the 6-star level. However, Star-Lord does become unlockable at once all these characters are at 5 stars. Other options, any Guardians or any character that has the Ravager tag will help you unlock Star-Lord. But again, to get this full team to Dark Dimension 1, you're going to need essentially 5 either Guardians or Ravengers at 6 stars to get Star-Lord to the 6-star level. I would say these are pretty much the 2 most popular Dark Dimension 1 teams. Obviously, the AIM team is going to be a little bit more free to play friendly and not as dependent on the legendary calendar schedule. However, if you do already have a very built up Guardian roster and Guardian characters, the Guardian option might be for you also. It just really kind of depends on the individual roster. If you are a new player just starting out, if you do want to go the Guardians route, that is definitely going to be more on the whale side, and it is not going to be free to play friendly. So if you're not looking to spend any money on this game, I would not go the Guardian route. Guardians are going to apply only for the whales and people that already have a fairly large roster or already very built up Guardian team. Any other questions about Dark Dimension 1, feel free to let me know. As always, thank you for watching, and any additional questions or content you want to see, hit me up on Discord at Khaleesi or in-game mini call, and as always, you can always reach out to your Alliance leadership for further resources. Again, thank you for watching, and hope you have a good day.